so much is going into the Super Bowl this year. Not only is it Chiefs versus Eagles, there's so much more at play, you know? Like, everybody talks about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce because they're this idea of like the couple we imagine in our minds, but they're adults. It's like high school, but grown up. You know what I mean? Because she symbolically is like this cheerleader in our minds, this like head cheerleader, and it's not his position, but it's symbolically the quarterback in our minds. And so them getting together makes such perfect rom-com sense that there are actually people who think that all of the NFL is fixed just to keep the Chiefs winning, just to keep them going. And honestly, you kind of have to give Taylor props. There are people that think she's so powerful. She is single-handedly shifting the course of the NFL. You know, because this is my thing with it. You know, if it's fixed, why would they be tackling so hard? You don't need to sell it that bad. If most of the teams know they're not going to the Super Bowl, I think you lay off of a couple hits. I don't think anybody's getting CTE as part of a script. I look at Taylor Swift, I look at what they did to Taylor Swift, especially that part of the season when her and Travis Kelce were just starting to date and they cut to her for no reason. And then people got mad that they were cutting to her. They'd be like, why do you keep cutting to Taylor? But Taylor can't control the camera. Taylor was just trying to eat. And then they cut to her, and then she's doing her best to probably not look annoyed, but also she's genuinely having a good time. She's there with her friends. Yeah, touchdown, yeah, right. But then people are like, why do you keep cutting to her? I don't know. This has never happened before. Cameraman's excited too. They might not even mean to cut to her every time. They're just probably like, man, this is a good play, but I wonder what Taylor's up to. Don't get mad at Taylor because the cameraman got a crush. And so then Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce together. Now Travis Kelce is an interesting dude to me. He really is. Because Travis Kelce, up until this point, I don't know him that well and follow him that closely, but I think he had like mostly, if not only, dated black women before Taylor, you know? And so he has like a fade. So this dude has a fade, and people were asking him about his fade because he has his platform raised. He was already super popular, but his platform got knocked up a few levels by dating Taylor. There were more eyes on him than ever before. And so then, you know, everyone was asking him about his fade. And then about exactly a year ago, from when I'm speaking right now, they asked him about his fade and what it was like to like invent that look. And to his credit, Travis Kelce said, it's the first day of Black History Month. What are you trying to do to me? Which, what an answer. You know what I mean? Like, this is the thing I really didn't think about until that moment, is that if you're like a white dude, right? And something ignorant or even bigoted happens around you. Somebody asks an ignorant question or somebody just says something, right? The expectation, if you're a good guy, is to say something immediately, just really stand up and be like, hey, that's not cool, that's not okay, don't do that, right? You know, just really, you can't even give it a second. You have to be like, hey, stop right there, okay? Hey, Listen here, pal, cut it out. Hey, look, buddy, don't go any further, all right? Gosh darn it, that's racist. Don't you dare, not in my house, not. Nah, get a load of this guy. No way, not today, brother, right? That's the expectation, that you're gonna like notice it, you're gonna catch it, and you're gonna jump on it immediately. And if you don't do that, then you must have been with that thing. That's the assumption, right? But then you're also, and I really didn't give some of my white friends enough credit in this position. If you take too much of a stand, that's also suspicious. You know what I mean? You hear, like if something like ignorant happens around you, or an ignorant question gets asked of you, and then you're like, what? No! Racism? Not today! Nah, buddy, I'm putting my foot down. Like, because then people are like, oh, what? Are you hiding something? Why are you so amped up like this? You know? And so to his credit, he's like, guys, look, it's the first day of Black History Month. What are you trying to do to me? All right? I didn't invent that look, okay? I got a barber. He knows how to do the taper. Trim it down in the back, 2 or the 4. But if you want to fade, I know a guy. I know a dude, he's good. You know, he does mine. Travis Kelce's sitting there like, what kind of questions are you asking me? How do y'all not know any black people? You cover the NFL. What's wrong with you? You know? And Travis and Taylor together, they do, to me at least, you know, the little bit that I engage with it, because I don't necessarily follow either one of them closely, but every time I see them together, they do look like picture perfect in a way where I'm like, okay, obviously you're going to get the conspiracy theories, but the conspiracy theories were weird to me because they were like people upset. But what's there to be upset about? It's football. She's blonde. We're in America. This is the most American thing that could be happening. And there are people that are like, no, it's a psyop. I'm like, against who? It's a beautiful white couple. Who are we trying to trick? What is the plan here? That's how you can tell there's some people that just need to be mad about anything possible. I'm like, what? You're the one that said stop kneeling, and now you're mad at Taylor and Travis Kelce for holding hands. What's crazy about the Super Bowl for me is that no matter who wins, no matter who it is, the celebrations I've always found very odd. You know? I understand celebrating when you get the touchdown. I love those. I hated when the NFL tried to like clamp down on any showboat, any celebrations, because you just did one of the hardest things in the world. Imagine if you did that for like a scientist. Scientist finds the cure and he can't even do a little. And you're like, Josh, why are you comparing scientists finding cures to players getting a touchdown? I'm telling you right now, they're almost as hard as each other. Because I have some pretty sizable individuals in my family, you know. And I have a cousin, he's 2'11", all muscle. If I wanted to get around him, I'd need something sharp. So trust me when I tell you, if I get around this man and then outrun him and then get a touchdown, I'm hitting it hard. I'm hitting it in his face because it may never happen again. I love like a good touchdown celebration. They spike that ball, and then you see what moves they have, because these are big men. These are very big men, so they're not always the most agile. Like, they're good at running, but usually in a straight line. A lot of the times when these players fall, it's falls where, look, I'm not a professional athlete, but I don't tip that easy. Every once in a while, you'll see an NFL player run it, and then somebody just sort of moves their shoulder, like, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. That's my favorite, is when they catch it, and then somebody's too close, and they're like, we going down, all right. No, but when they get in the zone, they've spiked the ball, there's a couple seconds left, and they're allowed to celebrate. This is when you could really do it. And they hit something you didn't even think was possible, you know. Really flowy with it. You know what I mean? They use their hips and stuff. And so, no, that's my favorite. I wish it was even longer. They should get more time to do it, you know? Like, hockey has whole breaks for fights. You could let a guy run in and get on his hands and knees, and then the other guy's like, yeah! No, I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing to see them that excited, that happy. This is what they work for. This is what they put their bodies on the line for, and it's why they're in pain most of the time. These dudes retire, and it's not like they can just take an Advil. They just have headaches for the rest of their life. And so in this moment, they did what they came to do. They scored, maybe they won. Let them celebrate, you know? Some of the celebrations I don't get, though, like when they win and they have to throw some sort of liquid on the coach. I feel like we never ask the coach how they feel about it. Because they don't always look excited. It's almost like a requirement that whatever it is has to have some ice. And it has to be a surprise. They never do it from the front. It's always just poured all over the coach. Why is it? They win. They did what they came here to do, and they look at the coach and they're like, yeah, drown him. He'll love it. On top of everything, with Travis and Taylor and the Chiefs, you have the Eagles. Eagles fans, truly remarkable. They're terrifying. And it doesn't matter who wins, because whichever city wins, this happens every year, every Super Bowl, every Stanley Cup, whichever city wins, looks like it's been attacked the next day. Why is it that the winning city looks so busted the day you won? Why are you tearing up your city? The team will win. And then their own fans will go out into the city and cause so much destruction, you would think the other team sent their city. Like, go get them, Kansas City. What they did to us. You know, I've watched it happen. You know, I lived in Chicago when the Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup. And a bus. They were leaving. Everybody's excited. And then there was just like a group think, that's a bus. It shouldn't be right side up. Let's go correct that right now. And then the bus driver is sitting in the bus like, y'all, I'm your ride. Why are y'all? We're going down. And on top of it all, you have the Super Bowl halftime show performed by Kendrick Lamar. And as far as we know, SZA and potentially some other guests, you know. And this is wild. You know, Kendrick said it about himself, but truly, we're seeing astronomical, historical levels of him being the biggest hater in the world. Fundamental hate. A hater where I pray I never have a hater that plans as well and executes hate so efficiently as Kendrick Lamar. This man hates hate. The level of hate. Okay, so if you are not aware, in the beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, the first song that you could say maybe even kicked off the whole thing, some people say it was like that, but some people say it was First Person Shooter. And in First Person Shooter, Drake says, big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl. And I guess Kendrick said, challenge accepted. Because you're not ready for the level of hate I can bring. And then there was a whole beef and this whole thing happened. And, you know, Kendrick kind of, I don't know, I guess ruined Drake's life. And then it's announced that Kendrick is gonna be doing the Super Bowl halftime show. And Drake, he started suing. He started suing different parties. He started suing in different ways, different lawsuits claiming different things, some defamation, some were just petitions to get information, claiming that Not Like Us, the song that I'm assuming plays in Drake's head 24/7. You know, that song that they use bots. They must use bots. That's why it's so popular and everything. And then he withdrew one lawsuit and he filed another lawsuit. And it would seem, I'm not Drake and I'm not on his team and I don't know his lawyers, but it would seem that all these lawsuits are to, in some way, hopefully, possibly, stop Kendrick Lamar from performing Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. That is what a lot of people think all of this is about. He just doesn't want him to perform that song at the Super Bowl. And so maybe he thinks that if he causes enough legal trouble and kicks up enough of a fuss, that the NFL will be like, hey, sir, Mr. Lamar, Mr. Morale. I heard it, great album. If you could not do this one, because we just don't want to be involved in any suits and stuff. I think that's what Drake was hoping. And it appears that has not worked, because then a representative for the NFL came out and said Kendrick can do whatever songs he wants, whatever, it's his halftime show. So let him perform, you know what I mean? And that's got to be rough. That must be rough if you're Drake to hear that, because now all Drake can potentially do is sue sound. That's the only thing he hasn't tried. If he comes out and is like, hey, anybody making noise can get it, all right? It's the only thing I can think of. You know what I mean? Because it must be terrifying. If you're Drake, to think that Kendrick might perform Not Like Us at the Super Bowl halftime show, one of the most watched events in television, period, might be him doing a song he wrote about you. A song that already, as I'm speaking, has won 3 Grammys. That's gotta be terrifying, to think that he might go out there and perform Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. And the audience knows every word. That would be terrible. That would be, because I would never want to know that. Even if somebody made a song that was devastating about me and my life and it really tore me up and everybody liked it, I wouldn't want to know that they knew it word for word. You know? That's gotta be terrifying to think that Kendrick Lamar might get out there and perform Not Like Us. Might to a loud stadium of fans screaming. You know? Try to strike a chord, and it's probably I think even scarier than Kendrick performing Not Like Us is the audience performing Not Like Us. Because honestly, anticipation is enough. That's how real entertainment works, you know? Whether he performs it 17 times or he doesn't perform it at all, it's already met the moment in that way, you know? Everyone kicking up a stink about it is what actually caused it to get so much attention, just to see if he'll do it, you know? I mean, I hope he does it. I kind of hope it's the only thing he does. Mainly because the Super Bowl halftime show is you know, recorded and it has all of its own production elements that gets them submitted for the Emmys. And so there's a chance that this Grammy-winning song might become an Emmy-winning performance. Oh. I will say though, sometimes it feels like with sports, it's the only time you see so much investment. You see so much come out, like just thrill, agony, all these emotions around a dude's team, around that game, around players and stuff. And I think it's because like sports is one of the few places, maybe even one of the last places, that like a man can express all the aspects of human emotion. He can cry over his team losing. He can be elated. He can be like giddy like a little kid or something. And it's one of the last like socially acceptable places. It's very easy to say like, no, you know, just cry. It's okay for men to cry, but you're not ready. I love when people say like, no, come on. Just break through decades and generations of trauma to just like do what feels like what you want to be doing. No, the only thing stopping you is your mind. As if it's that simple, you know? Sports is one of the last few places that these bonds can be created and that you can fully express yourself. It even creeps up in little different ways. Things that you are innocuous enough, but they run cover for other things, right? Like, let's go. Every one of us here knows a man who has a water bottle. Maybe it's half full, maybe it's a quarter full, but he throws it up in the air. And it flips, and it flips, and it flips, and then if it lands right side up on a flat surface, he will lose his mind. He throws the ball up, it flips, lands right side up. Let's go! Like, let's go was just invented to run cover for dudes crying. It is. Go! It's the same mouth movement. It's the same shapes. And if you scream, let's go hard enough, you know, you can squint. And when you squint, people can't tell you're crying. Because we've all known a man all of us here have known a man where his team, whatever the reason it is that he loves that team, it doesn't matter. His team is down. All right? Loved this team since he was a little kid. Memories going to the stadium and everything. His team is down. It's a very important game. Playoff game. Maybe the game that decides whether or not his team goes to the Super Bowl. This team that he loves, who maybe has never got this far in a long, long time. And they're down with 3 seconds left. They have possession, and they throw a Hail Mary pass. All right? Wide receiver is running for his life as hard as he can. He jumps up in the air, and then by his fingertips, he manages to get control of the ball in the air. He clenches it tight. He lands. Touchdown. Touchdown. The team was behind, and now they're ahead. They've won. There were 3 seconds left. The game is over. And then your friend, who's not on the team, who's not at the game, your friend on his couch pops up in front of the TV. Let's go! Like truly, as men, I don't even think we would need let's go if we just felt more comfortable saying, I really needed that. Because I even try now to add more sports analogies in the examples that I make, because I feel like it accesses some people who don't get what I'm saying otherwise. There are people that are truly, we give them a bad rap and everybody makes fun of them and everything, but there are people who are genuinely very, very intelligent. You can tell they're intelligent because they find a game that they love and all the game theory around it and all of the possible combinations of what a play could be go through their head. They can screen a play perfectly, almost like it has the lines that we see on the screen, right? But for them, it's playing out perfectly. They know what's happening next. They know someone's made a mistake as soon as the play starts because they understand the game that much. They just don't ever know why their wife is mad. But I think if we incorporated more sports analogies in arguments, people would understand what went wrong. You know what I mean? Like maybe you're mad at your boyfriend or your husband because he forgot something. He forgot something that was really important, you know? And maybe it was like your sister's birthday and you had so much going on that you asked him to go pick something up and then meet you at the party. And instead of going to pick it up, he just met you at the party. And now the place is closed. And so it looks like you didn't get your sister anything. And so you're upset with him because you asked him for this one thing. And instead of doing it, he just kind of blew it off, or he wasn't paying attention, or he genuinely just forgot and then showed up and he doesn't understand why you're upset. But if you say to him, look, it was fourth quarter. It was fourth quarter, and you're at the 3rd-yard line. Like, you're in danger of the other team getting a safety. That's how clutch this is. You only have a few seconds to pass off that ball, right? And if you don't do it just right, that's it, you know? We're not coming back from this, you know? And instead of looking out for your receiver who's wide open until 5 p.m., like I said, who's wide open. Instead of passing off to your receiver in that moment, you're looking at your tight end, you're looking at your other receiver, you're looking at defensive linemen for some reason, like your head is just in the clouds, and out of nowhere you allow yourself to get sacked, right? I'm telling you, that husband, that boyfriend, these are good people. He would be like, oh, damn. Her present was the receive. Oh. Got you. My bad, baby, my bad. No. Even in instances that people are like insanely divided on, like to the point of threats, to the point of the threat of violence, even in political arguments, if you use some sort of football analogy, sometimes that cuts through, you know? Like if Trump is the quarterback. And he hikes the ball, because this is the play that he called. He called this play. This was his play that he wanted. He gets to call the play. Not always, not every play, but this play specifically. He called this play because he wanted to do it, because he thought it was a good idea. This was his play, right? And then everybody was open. The tight end was open. The wide receiver was open. All right, defensive backs. Everybody was doing what they were supposed to do. Everybody on the sideline was cheering, giving support like they were supposed to, and everybody on the field was playing their position as best as possible. And the screen was even working well. You know, everybody's moving out of here. People are wide open. And then your quarterback, rather than throwing what could potentially be a touchdown pass, he just sort of threw it out of bounds. Which is confusing. So the next time that y'all huddle up, you ask him, you're like, hey, what was that? What happened? That was the play that you picked. Why'd you throw it out? Were you scared you were gonna get sacked? What is it a time thing? You're trying to stop the clock? Like you're trying to give him the benefit of the doubt in as many ways as you can. Like, hey, so what's the plan here? You're literally bent over, huddled up, looking in close. What's the plan? What are you doing? What is the goal here? Because I thought I was playing my position perfectly, and then you do the. So what's next? What happened? Tell me what happened. And then your quarterback is like, I think the ball was black. I don't know. You know? I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying that when I tune in to the Super Bowl on Sunday, I plan to watch a good game, hopefully a game that makes sense, hopefully a game that is epic enough that it can yield more analogies for my daily life. And if Kendrick Lamar performs Not Like Us, I'd be a liar if I didn't tell you that even though I wasn't on stage and I wasn't at the game, I wouldn't pop up off my couch like, let's go! Cincinnati, y'all been phenomenal. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host and fellow stand-up comedian, Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
Fine.
Oh, geez.
How are you?
Oh, goodness. I mean,
that was me, because this episode is coming out on Thanksgiving, so I wanted to offer a reaction that I think some of our listeners might be having right now.
Yeah.
You know? Whether they aren't able to be with their families or are with their families.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sure there are plenty that are just like, I'm fine, grandmother.
I hope that everyone's family cooks good enough to make the conversations they have at the table worth it.
Ooh.
Can you imagine getting into it over bad potato salad?
This is the year, man. This is the year some people quit family. You know what I mean? I think this is the one.
How is it that what's going into my mouth is as bad as what's coming out of your mouth?
How does the food I'm eating taste racist? I don't understand.
Look, let me tell you something. All right, I'll tell you this right now. This might be a bit controversial. I think some people they may not like what they hear when I say this, but I will look. I will say that hate does make good food. All right, hate. Come on.
You're just saying that because you like Chick-fil-A. That's all.
No. Chick-fil-A is the bare minimum. All right, I'm talking about real unadulterated hate. Let me tell you. Let me give you a little history lesson on the hate menu.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
they had in the South during slavery. They had slaves cooking their food.
Mm-hmm.
Very good food.
Right.
I can't imagine the slaves love doing it.
Yeah. No.
That right there is hate making good food. You know what I mean? You mash those potatoes a little harder when you hate somebody.
Yeah. Do you think that's why a lot of white people after that were angry slavery ended because their food no longer had seasoning on it? Do you think
I mean, I think I
what the
feel
fuck?
like
This was so much better then.
that this is also why you should have been teaching your slaves to read, because there would have been a lot of cookbooks that you could have benefited from. When slavery ended. Yeah, I mean, like now the slaves are free. It's like, all right, well, we're just gonna go both our ways. And you were watching me when I was cooking, right? Just do what I was doing when you were what? Oh, you weren't watching? Okay, well, do your best. Do your absolute best, and we'll see if you come back.
Yeah.
No, man. I've been very blessed that I've been able to have Thanksgiving with lots of different families. I obviously love
you show up at
having it.
houses.
Yeah, I mean, when you show up on Thanksgiving, they're not gonna turn you away.
They're all in there trying to act like they're good people, so they got to take you in.
That'd be
I guess
crazy
you want something to eat.
If they kick me out, then that's gonna be a quiet dinner.
Well, and here's what's great too. If you show up, there's gonna be maybe one family where it's like, well, I don't know about that, and then someone's like, of course we can, Aunt Randy, you racist. You're gonna immediately have someone really defend you way too hard.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, you don't know what I've done. What do you?
Now it'll just be me and Randy, of course, sitting next to each other. Just sitting next to each other, just sipping the same soup. Just eyes wide.
And he might try at some point. He might try to, build a bridge between you two at some point. It'll be awkward though. He'll just suddenly be like, "I liked Sanford and Son," and you'll be like, "That doesn't."
Yeah, that not only is that an outdated reference. Those are the last black people you liked.
Those are the last ones. That's the last thing you watched.
The 70s on TV. Wow. Just that bad. I mean, but that's a dude. It's a real thing in the way that a lot of very kind and cool people have taken me in at different years of my life to have Thanksgiving with them and their family, or a Friendsgiving, or I feel like it's very rare that I'm able to be home with my family for Thanksgiving, eating it and sharing it with them.
Yeah,
and there was one where. There was this one time where my friend brought me back with him for Thanksgiving, right? Mm-hmm. And I think I've told you this story before, but he was like, "Oh, I know you're not gonna go home or anything. You just want to go with me Thanksgiving," and so I was like, yeah, sure, that'd be great. Thanks so much. Because even though I'm not the biggest holiday enthusiastic person, like I'm like, I'm not a Grinch, but I'm also not like, I don't need anything from anyone on the holidays. Like I like giving to people, I like doing things for people, but I don't need anything. So in those scenarios, the same way.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, like in those scenarios, I'm more than willing to share it with someone, and I always appreciate people bringing me in, but I'm also not the type of person that's like looking for someone to spend like New Year's or whatever with. But he was like, hey, do you want to come back with me for Thanksgiving? So we did, and we drove to his place, and I was like really tired for some reason. the entire day. And so when we got there, said the hellos to the family and everything, and then I just crashed and went to bed like very early. And I get up and I I come downstairs and the dad is just glaring at me, right? Just like glaring at me hard. And I was like, okay, that's a little weird. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, is that like a race thing? Because you seemed fine last night. You like, did you sleep on it and then wake up in the middle of the night like, wait, a black guy's in my house? Like I don't know where this is coming from.
In the middle of the night, he's like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I just let him in and everything.
I was just in a good mood.
Even put out the fitted sheets for him. And so he's just glaring at me. And then my buddy's mom sees me and she gives me a hug that's like a little too long, like
okay.
I'm friendly and everything. But I was like, all right, that's odd.
Right.
And it was one of those things where she just like, the hugs get broken down in a very specific way. Like some people hug you and then tap your back as the hug is ending.
Right.
Some people, especially moms, will sort of rub your back. I got both. Like she gave me this long hug, then she tapped my back, and then she rubbed my back, and then I was like, oh, okay. Like, you must think I'm lonelier than I am. Like for you. For you to hug me like that, you must be like, "Oh, this poor thing was gonna spend Thanksgiving on the street." You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why both of you have had such a stark, different reaction than when I met you face to face, right?
Right.
And I find out later that the night that I just crashed, my buddy stayed up and he had like this long talk with his parents, and they ended up getting in a fight.
Oh.
And then in the argument that they were having, he ended up coming out to his parents. So now they think that I'm his boyfriend, but I don't know. I have no idea. And so the dad isn't even like giving me the hate glare in a homophobic way. He's giving me the hate glare like, are you good to my son? Or are you just trying to get what you want from my son? You know what I mean? Like, do you take care of my son? Or are you just like trying to get yours and get gone? You know,
you're just looking for a free meal?
Yeah. What are your intentions for my son? All right.
And then and that's why the mom is being too overzealous with her hug. Yeah, she wants
that's
to
why
so
the
much
mom,
send the message that she's welcoming to her newly out son's boyfriend.
Yeah. But honestly, I was like, because I didn't even know it was happening to know to say something.
Right.
So it was just an awkward. I didn't find out until the way back.
Wait, so how much longer were you there? Was it just then you guys left that day, or
no? We were there like I think 2. Yeah, it was like 2 nights.
Okay,
and so it was like,
that happened the first night. So there was a whole.
There was like a whole day and a half.
A whole day and a half that you didn't know you were auditioning for boyfriend.
I had no idea. and
that's good.
And the dad would just say like drop little things like. He was giving me the classic thing that dads give the boyfriend with their daughter. He was giving me that. So he would like just drop little things when we were like alone, which wasn't often. We weren't alone often in this entire like 2-day period. But at one point he just turned to me. We're watching something on TV and everyone was watching it. But at some point him and his mom go to the kitchen and it's just me and him. Right.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, I love my son, right?
And you're like, I fucking hope so.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Dude, that's great.
Should. I mean.
Dude, good for you. I'm glad you love your son.
Yeah. And he's like, I wouldn't want, he was also so bad at this speech. Like he had
Right,
clearly
yeah.
like he clearly, I guess he thought he'd never have to give it. So
Right.
he was like not well versed. Like I've
Well,
been
maybe
like,
maybe
I've
there was
dated,
that there was like that push pull in his heart where it's like he also doesn't want to seem homophobic. Like you don't want to be
yeah.
you don't want to immediately have your son come out and then think that's his boyfriend and then be like way too mean to him. So you're like, I don't want to give off that vibe. You know,
but I
I
also
don't want to seem racist. Like it's hard to be threatening and woke at the same time, Josh.
Yeah, but I also want to make sure he doesn't break my son's heart.
Exactly.
And so then I'm just sitting there, and he clearly is like never, like I've been in situations where a girlfriend's dad was trying to intimidate me.
Mm-hmm.
I know what those are like, and this was
Yeah.
not that. It was just him sort of stumbling on his words, like, and you, oh, you better be nice. And in my head, I was just like, am I like this dude's first black person or something? Like, what does he think?
Like, yeah, if you didn't know the context, that's like
Yeah, I'm like, what is he? What is he getting at? It was so insane. And then
you know I love my son, right? Jeez. Yes. Good.
It was yeah. It was insanity.
That's fucking amazing.
And then it's not until the
That's-
drive back that he's like, you know, not because this is the other thing. He didn't even hear some of those things or see those things.
Okay, so he didn't even
So-
see how his dad was interacting with you.
No, or his mom.
Okay.
So then it was this thing of like, he's talking about the general weekend because I guess he felt tension that I didn't feel because I was just like, why are these people so weird? And so then we're driving back and he's like, yeah, you know, I hope that it wasn't too awkward and everything. Like, you know, I came out to my parents and everything. I was like, oh wow. And so I'm getting that news and the whole weekend started to make sense all at once.
Was he already out to you? You already or
Yeah.
was it- okay. I just want to make sure like this wasn't like the come out and then like
No,
you
no,
are
no,
like
no.
learning about it too. I figured, but I thought like
Yeah. But it's like it was one of those
That
things
would be a
where I
lot.
was like, oh, like, and I didn't even tell him my version of the weekend until long after that too, because I was just trying to be like, okay, you know what I mean? Like I didn't want
Yeah.
to make it about me in that moment.
right.
But yeah, it was insanity because that that dinner table was silent.
Oh my god. That's so good. That's just knowing that everyone at that table has their own like plot happening. You know that they
Yeah.
it's like a fucking like farce play.
Yeah.
Where there's all these miscommunications. Everyone's coming in and out of doors, just missing each other at the wrong times. So it's like your friend's not seeing the weird interaction his dad's having with you because they leave and enter rooms at the same time constantly.
Yeah. It was exactly like a play.
Yeah. That's what it
Because even
sounds
if
like.
he had just stumbled on one interaction, he would have been like, "Oh, that was kind of weird. How long
Right,
my
yeah.
mom hugged Josh." Because you hugged
the
me.
dad just gives you condoms. Like, wait,
Yeah. What's happening?
thanks?
And I guess an older, smarter version of me would have put it together quicker that maybe this is what was happening. But I just was so blindsided
Yeah. No,
because none of them.
I don't
none
even
of-
know. I don't know, dude. I don't know if that's something you could put together until
I guess so.
until you
'Cause none
have
of
the whole
inter-
picture.
Yeah, like none of the interactions were expressly like explicit. Like this is what I'm thinking.
Well, that's what makes it so good too, is because they're also trying to play it cool. Like they're trying to communicate something with you subtextually,
yeah,
but no one has the same subtext. No one
Yeah.
knows what's going on.
man.
It's like when you see an improv scene and everyone's like a bad one, and everyone's like clearly thinks it's 4 different locations.
Yeah,
And you're like, oh, they don't know what they're all talking about together. They're all over the place. They are not all on the
man.
same page at all. It's just that, but in an awkward Thanksgiving.
yeah.
Man, that's good.
Dude, I also had so this one I was not there for. This is not my Thanksgiving experience, but
Okay.
I had a friend I had a friend in college tell me because this happened to them when they were, going back home for Thanksgiving.
Right.
And this was in the height of like Obama versus Tea Partiers and everything. So like the
Okay.
Tea Party had sort of risen up and become this thing, but then
Right.
people were like, is this just a race thing or is this like, and they're like, no, we're all about policy, all this stuff like that, right? And so basically I went to college with this person
Man,
who
it's
was
fucked up that I kind of missed that time now. Isn't that weird?
yeah, isn't that odd?
Isn't it weird that I'm like, oh, that sounds quaint now?
Yeah, remember when there were just like 5 racist signs
Yeah.
at a rally?
Well, the fact that you said like everyone's like, is this a race thing? The fact that we actually got to ask the question, like, is the Tea Party racist? Instead, now we're just like, oh shit, you really hate other people, huh? Wow. Okay.
So then basically they went home and they had done a bunch of like campaigning for Obama and like stuff like that. And like campaigning for Obama in like Louisiana. So like kind of like
Yeah.
this futile effort to a certain degree. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like exercise your voice and everything. And I'm always proud of people who are passionate about like policy and their future and everything, but also like come on. And so they went home, and while they were away at college and Obama had won and everything, their parents had become like hardcore Tea Partiers and were trying to like basically recruit the rest of the family into like this like don't tread on me type attitude, everything, right? And which is like, I don't know. It's kind of funny because nothing had happened yet. Like we're talking about like
Right.
we're talking about like 2008. So he like just won. So he hasn't done anything yet. And so technically they're not even like, I don't even know if they're technically fully Tea Partiers yet or anything.
Right.
But anyway, so my friend gets home and they're in this full on like almost like militia mode of like, what are we gonna do? You know what I mean? And so then there was this huge argument at the dinner table, and like a lot of the cousins were on my friend from college's side, but a lot of the older people were on their parents' side, and all like all this stuff like that. And it turned into like a full on shouting match with like subsequent parts of the so you would apparently this is what they told me, you would be shouting at the person you were talking to, but then someone yelling across to their family was actually yelling about a different thing. And the family was fairly big, so this is like, imagine a table of 26 all yelling, but then if you catch some of what someone else is talking about, you're like, oh wait, I don't know what that is, let me just tune back into the person
Right.
across from me. And then as
It's like those threads of like Facebook arguments where you see one person's gone for a while and then they come back and they have to respond to like 28 different like, well, Natalie, Nicole, whatever, you are this wrong. Okay, well, Samuel Robinson, like you have to do all of the
yeah.
where it's like, wow, okay, you're putting in the work. All right.
So basically, they're having this full on, no one is eating and everyone is yelling. And they've already said grace, like they should be tearing
Right.
into it right now, which is why I said that thing before of like, I guess the food wasn't that good enough to keep anybody quiet.
Yeah.
I guess somebody should have stepped their turkey game up.
Yeah. Grandma died and didn't pass on the recipes. That's what happened to that family.
Right? And
Grandma
so
didn't write
then,
anything down.
in the middle of this like huge argument with like 20 plus people, a pigeon full on flies through the window, breaks the glass, and like rolls across the table. And
Jesus.
yeah, and it is pandemonium because I guess a couple people thought someone threw something through the window, so they don't even know it's a pigeon. A couple people
Right.
saw the pigeon, so they just freak out and like jump up and everything and run
Yeah.
away. But then the pigeon, I guess the glass was too clean, and so the pigeon just flew right into like
Right.
swooped right into it.
Well, he saw that he was trying to save his cousin on the table.
Yeah,
All
and
the
then-
all the predators are distracted. He's like, now's my chance.
The last thing you gotta do is enjoy my family today.
Not if you're not enjoying your own.
And so it busts through the window and gets glass like
Just
everywhere
on all the food, probably.
on all the food to the point where they all had to order Papa John's for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And that's what you get. That's what you get if you ruin Thanksgiving.
Just full on. Just can you get?
How do you?
And then there was an argument about which pizzas to get.
Oh, of course there was.
But you're ordering like 12, so you would think
You could just
eventually
get a
everyone would get what they want.
Well, that's like honestly too. I don't necessarily like believe in signs from a higher power or anything, but if you are literally like in the middle of like tearing a rift in your family, and then an animal kills itself onto your table, that might mean you need to reevaluate what you're doing in that moment because you've clearly upset the balance of something. Something is going on. God said enough, and fucking Randy Johnson fastballed a bird into your house, which is ironic because Randy Johnson hit a bird that one time, and it's one of my favorite YouTube videos. Anyway, keep going. Have you ever seen that video? It's the best.
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure you've seen it. That bird explodes.
I fully do not envy at all the person trying to take their call when they were calling Papa John's, because it's already Papa John's on Thanksgiving, so you're already dealing with a bunch of people who can't cook or whose plans fell through or who decided not to go to their family for Thanksgiving. But then you have this family in particular, which is like 26 people. And then you're like, okay, can I get 2 pepperoni? Like, no, don't get 2 pepperoni. You know we only need 1 pepperoni. But what if I want some pepperoni? And then
And just every now and then the odd voice too, just like, Obama will destroy this country. Like that's someone's still on the old argument.
right? I can't have gluten, you bitch. Yeah, dude, it was
Sounds-
truly insane. I kind of wish I was there for that one.
I
'Cause
1,000% wish I was there for that one.
that was because then you're also talking about so much. If it really is an argument down to the point where people are fighting over like which pizzas to get, you know that when the pizzas come, there's going to be problems. Because now it's
Not
like,
enough
well,
ranch
look,
cups.
my wife and I
He's
ordered
hoarding the
this
ranch.
pizza.
He's hoarding it. Jeremy won't share dipping sauces.
Just mouth hanging open. Get me the ranch.
You want the ranch? Thanksgiving's over.
Oh, man. Dude, it was so wild. When he told me that story, I needed him to tell me 3 more times because it was just, the fact that there was another hurdle to get through of like everyone getting the pizza that they ordered. Lord help them if Papa John's made any mistakes.
Right. Oh yeah.
If the gluten-free pizza just didn't come.
I mean, it's already bad enough if it's you versus your family, and then it suddenly becomes your family versus nature. Like that's
Yeah.
a whole other problem you got. That's a 2-front battle right there. That doesn't go anywhere.
Because now no one's even comfortable because the window is fully broken. So all that cold air is inside.
And then like one family member is trying to like tape it up, and then someone's like critiquing them, just being like, "Well, that's not going to be a good seal." Shut the fuck up, Donnie. just this top to bottom hate-filled Thanksgiving.
So So I could be wrong about this because I also don't, cook well or anything. So I don't know if this.
What? I don't think we've ever covered anything like that in the show.
All right. Well,
Just saying.
for a second I thought you were going to be a monster, and then you decided to come through and be you, and that works. That works. Stay on brand.
I'm also getting to say this shit before, we're recording this ahead of time. It comes out on Thanksgiving. I could be in the middle of a very upsetting meal that I fucked up. So it's like this is like my first time attempting some big Thanksgiving stuff. I've done bits.
Yeah.
And smaller verb,
Yeah.
like, me and Jess, because we're not really getting together with family at all, so we're kind of trying to do our own thing, and we've got some big plans, so oof, it could go real wrong real quick. I'm going to try smoking a turkey, never done that. I'm going to try parts of it. We're doing some in the oven, some smoking, specifically in case I fuck up. So I can't talk pre my potential failure. So
you reminded me of a different thing real quick. This is a different one of my family members. So we ever since my grandma passed away, we haven't done like big Thanksgiving. Like my grandma would have Thanksgivings that were like everybody, like cousins that we only see once a year would come through for that, right? And when my grandma stopped cooking as much because she just couldn't handle the toll, like she hadn't even passed away yet, but she just couldn't handle it as much. We started splintering off a little bit, and obviously my mom and I would still have Thanksgiving with her, my aunt, granddad, all stuff like that. But then some of the people who came through wouldn't necessarily be with us or anything. And I heard one story where they tried to fry a turkey. And it was like right as like frying a turkey was getting like really popular, just like dunking the turkey in that perfect sweet spot in between when like dunking the turkey was popular, but right before YouTube was popular. Like it's like in that.
So we didn't know how wrong it was going yet.
Yeah, like we didn't see firsthand how many people were messing it up. So
how many people were burning their fucking house down?
Yeah, a
we
lot
didn't
of people
have that
making
stat yet.
The exact same mistakes. Like just purely the same mistakes to the point where the news. I remember our local news had to get on and have an anchor fry a turkey wrong just to show how dangerous it was.
No,
like,
dude, our news around here did that too.
He fully just set a turkey on fire to be like, if you actually put too much oil and just dunk the turkey in like this, and it just burst into flames.
What you need to do is you need to put the turkey in first, fill it with water, see where that is, pull the turkey out, and then wherever the water is at, fill it with oil to that.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. It was fun to see that on the news. The news to be like, here's how you cook this so you don't die, you idiot.
Or lose all of your property. So basically the story that I heard was that the patriarch of this cluster, right?
Sorry, that wording.
I'm trying to tell it in the most epic way possible because of what happens.
What a weird way to say the dad. The patriarch of this cluster. I'm trying
to.
No, I appreciate it. You got
a nice lead up.
You got a word a day calendar now, and so you're really trying to flex. I get it. Go ahead.
Oh, you monster! So then he's taking it upon himself to fry turkey, right? Yeah. So then. He hasn't watched that news segment hasn't come out yet. It hasn't. And so he's thinking, all right, all I need to do is get all of the grease boiling high enough that I fully cover the turkey. I don't want to make, you know what I mean? I don't want to have a situation where it's half cooked, a little frozen on the inside. You know, I just want to make sure all my bases are covered. And so he does everything you're not supposed to do. Like the oil is too high, the fire's too high.
Yep.
The little the platform in the backyard is not stable.
The turkey's covered in firecrackers. It's all wrong.
Yeah, everything. Turkey's been basted with gasoline,
With mercury.
and so he dunks it in, and then like maybe 12 seconds later, his son just hears him yelling and coming around the corner of the house, "Run!" and basically,
What a hero.
because the platform wasn't stable, not only did the whole thing catch on fire, but it's tilted now and it's about to go off like a bomb. Because now that it's tilted, the oily fire is spreading. And there's just this one pop.
He just made a turkey cannon at that point.
Yeah, there's basically this one, because now you have wood and a structure to hold this tilted thing.
Yeah.
Also, maybe don't make your platform out of just Luan, like just the most flammable wood.
I think it's technically a pyre at this point. I think it's no longer a cooking situation. It's a pyre.
That turkey was a Greek hero.
This is now a turkey effigy. This is now.
And so basically, it tilted and started burning everywhere. And I don't actually know the ballistics of how this happened. But the
ballistics.
But basically, because it doesn't actually.
I haven't done the splatter test yet to see what.
Like what I'm about to tell you doesn't make sense.
Okay,
that's why I say ballistics, because basically.
No, I have theories of where this is going to go, and I'm excited to hear.
So he did his due diligence in making sure that it was on the backyard, like lawn, far enough away from the actual house, like however many feet before you even get to the concrete of the patio, right? So that he did a good thing, right?
Okay.
The house is not necessarily a danger, only because of the angle that the cannon he created is pointing. All right? He could have just blown up his house, but anyway, the way they heard one pop after the dad rounded the corner of the house and was like, "Run!" They heard one pop, and then just this huge splashing sound, and basically the turkey and the pot, everything in it, sort of popped in like a big gust of explosion to the left.
Okay.
And it cracked their above ground pool. So the pool is what put the fire out after they all ran away.
Oh, it's a Rube Goldberg Thanksgiving. That's great. Okay.
But it fully busted like in Bad Boys 2. Like just the front yard even got like a little bit of the flooding from the pool, like all the way to where they were standing after they heard that pop.
Now just imagine being the other family members, and you just see the patriarch of the cluster sprint around the house just going, "Run!" And you'll be expecting fire, but instead there's water. You're going to have so many questions.
Yeah.
Of like, how did you play with oil and fire but flood the yard?
Because that's what I'm saying. It's like, I obviously you could build a fire that spreads enough that you burn down your house, which is what a lot of people did.
Right.
But you also have a situation where he is trying to fry this turkey seems contained enough in between the house and the pool and everything. He really tried to pick a midpoint. So the fact that it like I mean, no one was back there, so no one knows how it happened. But the fact that it like, I guess it like tilted and then just like when it tipped over, it just sort of shot to the left and cracked the pool.
Did you say this was family of yours?
Oh, okay. No, that was not family of mine. This is the story that I was told by a different person.
Okay. Because I didn't want to insult your family, but when you said above ground pool, I'm like, oh, you didn't have to mention those two words. You'd have said they broke the pool with the turkey. I'd be like, yeah, no.
I mean, but who knows? If they had a full on, just deep, lavish, in the ground pool, they may have not been able to save their property.
That's true. That's a good point. Thank God for above ground pools. Could you imagine burning like a mansion down with by trying to fry a turkey?
Yeah, just can you? Yeah, you're basically destroying the most lavish thing in the most redneck way.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be like if a rapper was like, "Oh yeah, my pit bull demolished my mansion." Just tore the whole thing apart.
Pitbull ruined my rose garden. Man.
Dang, Pitbull got in the wine cellar, knocked everything over.
What were you saying though about your family though? Was that leading into something?
Yeah, it was basically that like I can't speak for them, but I can say that like my grandma really held it down. So I can't imagine that Thanksgiving was the same when she wasn't hosting it. Like she had a little bit of everything. She had like she would do turkey and gumbo. Like
oh, wow.
those two things alone, right? Like normally you put all your energy into the turkey or you put all your energy into the gumbo. And she was like doing double duty. So then there were some people, I can't remember. I was really little when this happened though, so I don't know how little, but like maybe 11 or something.
Right.
There was one year that she didn't cook and a couple people just came around anyway, and I was just like, "Oh, you really didn't have a plan. You really didn't like," because it wasn't coming around out of hunger. It was coming around like, "All right, I just want to see for myself that you are cooking."
I heard this bullshit rumor, and I wanted to check it out.
I want to make sure nobody's lying to me. That y'all just didn't invite me.
Right.
So I'm gonna see with my own eyes.
We had the same thing though, where Thanksgiving changed, because grandma when our grandparents were alive, because I've never mentioned it, but my mom has a huge family on her side. She's the 11th of 14 kids.
Oh wow.
I've told you that before, right?
You've told me a lot, but I don't remember you saying 11.
Yeah. No, my grandparents had 14 kids, which I did the math on that, and if you average 9 months per kid, my grandma was pregnant for a total of 10.5 years.
Man.
Yeah. I've never had a job longer than 2. So
man, dude, that's
crazy. My grandma has gestated children longer than I've done anything. 5 times longer than I've done anything.
That's
comedy,
so crazy.
I guess. Wow. Yeah, I know. She almost died having the 3rd one. She was given her last. A priest was in her room giving her last rites, and then she was a God-fearing Catholic woman, and she made a deal with God right then, said, if you pull me through this, I'll have as many children as I possibly can. So that's why, I try not to, I'm not a religious person, but I try not to shit on it or dismiss it too much, because without my grandma making a deal with God, I wouldn't exist. So
yeah, wow. Wow.
There's definitely something to it, I guess.
11 of 14.
My mom's the 11th, yeah. But so we used to have like every holiday used to be, because everyone lived in the same town too. Everyone lived in Iowa. Like we were the first ones to move, and we just moved like 40 minutes north. Like we didn't even like move. We were kind of the first ones to do that. Everyone just pretty much lived in town. So it was just Easter. We used to have giant birthday parties, like cousins and stuff like that. Like all my birthday parties as a kid, I didn't really start having like birthday parties with friends till like maybe middle school, because when I was younger, it would just be 90 relatives would show up to the house, and like that was it. And I had a ton of cousins my age and shit. But it was we used to do Thanksgiving together, and then once Grandma died, everyone kind of splintered off into smaller groups and stuff like that. And those have it's interesting. There have been some relatives who have kind of hopped between other, like they're like a free agent, like in like family Thanksgivings.
There's just that uncle that's like rubbing his stomach, like y'all busy this year? Y'all doing anything? Y'all like just coming through the window, not even the door. Y'all got something cooking or
Yeah.
I brought just always. That's the other thing too. Every relative that comes to every Thanksgiving but doesn't like it's just being a freeloader. They always bring the same thing. So they'll bring something that's either useless or nobody wants but them. So they'll bring like either bring like a Walmart pecan pie, or they'll bring like forks and knives. And it's like we have. What are you doing that you think that we don't have forks and knives?
Right. A good go-to, people, is this is a tip for the freeloading Thanksgiving. Cool Whip, man. Bring a thing of Cool Whip. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Something like
I don't think anybody can get mad at that.
No one gets mad at that. People are gonna put it on pie or something. You can get away with that. It makes it seem like you put the effort. You were trying to plan out.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't bring the same nasty cherry pie that no one ate last time but you.
Yeah. Yeah. People make pies for Thanksgiving, man.
Yeah, why would you? We see the $5 sticker on it.
Yeah, or just get a bottle of wine, even if it's cheap. Fuck it, just do that. Someone will drink it.
Yeah, or just hand the person that cooked money.
That too.
Just be like, I know all of this preparation probably set you back a couple $100, so here's 20.
Yeah, or just like thank them. Just be like, thank you so much for letting me come. You know, just like. And don't even launch an explanation. Just say, the way things have been going. Let them cut you off because they will.
Yeah. The way things have been going and everything.
Oh, no, you don't have to mention it at all. Oh, don't even, please. Come on, your family. Boom.
It's just since I lost my job. Yeah, I mean.
No,
like,
see, that's where Josh fucked up. You stop there. This is someone actually having a hard time. Okay.
Oh, man.
But Thanksgiving, though, I always hear my friends though talk about rough Thanksgiving, stuff like that. But like I'm lucky in that my family we're on the same political spectrum, so I've never really had to have that because everyone talks about you argue about politics stuff. Well, I've never really had to deal with that much. I've had it with partners' parents, but when it's not your family, you can just. I just sound to the ocean, man. I'm just like, I'll let them have this. I'm not even gonna, because I don't care enough.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't care. I don't
look,
like.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
it's not exclusively, but that is mostly, though, a white problem.
Well, yeah.
I don't know a ton of black people who are like, oh, I don't know how my dad voted.
Oh yeah. I can see that.
It's just like it's never come up because it's not even that we're all like we obviously don't all think exactly the same thing,
right.
But we still are like, oh no, yeah, that guy that's that guy that you that guy running that used to wear blackface. Yeah, no one at this table voted for him.
Right? Yeah.
There's no one at this table is taking up for him. Like it was a different time.
Yeah. No, but like and that's a good point that I hadn't really considered. But yeah, I've just never had to deal with that stuff because to me Thanksgiving's always been fun because family would get together and then we always would play like football afterwards, which got harder and harder as we got older. Not just because physically, but also when you're young, you can eat a lot of food. Then go run.
Yeah.
There's a threshold you hit at like, for me, it was like 24.
Yeah.
Where suddenly it's like you eat that much and I may never run again, to be honest. It's like,
you got problems. Yeah.
Yeah. The year like we stopped doing it because we used to weigh in before Thanksgiving. me and my brothers and my cousins we'd all weigh in and write down our weight. Your fucking faces for this if you're listening to this.
What?
Yeah, we'd weigh in and then we'd see who would gain the most weight over the meal.
This is why other countries hate us.
That's fair.
This is why they.
My little
this is why they're
brother
coming
won
after
like
us.
my little brother won like 4 years in a row. That little dude could pack it away.
I feel like he was probably using those cheats that boxers use. Yeah, I mean, like 1 foot slightly off the scale.
He was a boxer. He did do some boxing.
Yeah, he knew the towel rule. Yeah, I mean, he'd lead on the towel.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Like we had, like a couple of us had wrestled. I didn't wrestle, but like we were football players, stuff like that. So we were used to like weighing and trying to meet some goals, you know. But we did that 1 year, and then we decided to go play football. And there was a moment where like 4 of us were just bent over at once, like, oh no. And so we stopped doing that. We stopped weighing it.
Dude, okay, so this cracks me up so much. I'm gonna try. I mean, you always do, but you'll help me if any part of the story ends up being confusing.
Right.
But I don't know. I was kind of getting to this one earlier. I don't know everything that went wrong because I don't cook, especially not well.
Oh God, yeah. Sorry, that was so long ago, and I interrupted you. That was like minute 3 of. As you said that sentence, we went a lot of different ways. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's all good. We went to some good places. You reminded me of a story I'd completely forgotten anyway to tell. But basically, I was told this Thanksgiving story by another friend who was at their family's place. This was when I was in Chicago, okay? Mm-hmm. And one of my coworkers they were usually the person that cooked for everyone. Like we were just saying, like the grandmas do and everything like that. She's very young, but she just loves cooking, so she took it upon herself to like do all of the cooking for everyone. And this one year, she really couldn't do it. She even did like, I think a double shift the day before Thanksgiving at the grocery store. So she just didn't have the time, the energy, anything. So she let another family member take the helm, right? Oh, okay. And this dude fashioned himself a bit of a chef or like a wannabe chef or something. Like it's like how people who really, really want to do comedy but have never done open mic, but they just like gift themselves that they're very funny. That was his cooking. And so basically this dude,
he'd listen to a few chefs talking podcasts, and he's like, I think I kind of get how it is,
yeah this dude okay. And for any of our
Batali was on Rogan, so I think I kind of understand how I kind of get what the industry's like.
He had some great insight. And I feel like 3 hours of a crash course in anything means you get it. So if anyone's listening that's in the middle of eating, you may want to pause. But outside of that, we're going to have a good time. So basically, he took it upon himself to do everything. He did the cranberry sauce. He did the stuffing or dressing, depending on where you're from. He did the turkey. He did chicken wings.
People call that different things.
I just say whatever people want me to say. Because
wow, what a brave stance.
I've only been in like 2 arguments where I'm like, no, it's dressing. And they're like, no, it's stuffing. And I'm like,
so
stuffing.
You call it dressing.
I call it dressing.
Okay, but is that regional? It must be.
I think it's a southern thing. I think. Okay. I don't know.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, because I've always heard it called stuffing, but I've rarely actually seen it used as stuffing.
Yeah.
Like
no,
hardly
you're absolutely
anyone
right.
Hardly anyone actually stuffs it in the turkey.
What you're saying is what I've been saying my whole life.
Yeah. All right. You know what? I'm kind of on your. I might start calling it dressing now, to be honest. Now that I realize that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that one of
It
our
only counts if you
listeners
stuff
can
it.
email
You gotta.
us and be like, actually, it's stuffing because blah blah blah. And we love those emails, so send them away. But
Nah. Nah, I'm holding my ground on this one.
Okay, I guess
Yeah,
this is where we are.
Yeah. And that's the one historical thing to really debate about Thanksgiving is what stuffing is. Yeah, it's the real
Yeah,
that's the one real hang up.
it's a hill to die on for sure.
Yeah. For some.
So basically, he had took it upon himself to make the turkey, the dressing, stuffing, the cranberry sauce, the chicken wings, and the what was it? There was one more thing. All of the pies, all the desserts and stuff. Now, this dude, like I said, this dude's not a real cook.
Right.
So as he starts cooking everything, he does a terrible job with the overall organization of the utensils and with his hand washing. So this man is dealing with raw chicken, raw turkey, and then just rolling dough for pies.
Come on.
This dude is is mixing like all of the good things that go into basting the turkey. That he bastes the turkey and then he puts it in, and then he just still with his naked hands.
Damn it. Josh, this
chicken.
is another fucking story that ends everyone shitting themselves, doesn't it?
No, not at all.
Okay, I was gonna
So
say
then-
because now I'm just seeing food poisoning, and it's another Josh Johnson show episode that just ends, and then everyone pooped. Thanks for listening. Subscribe. That's what I just was.
No. I mean, it's not going to be that. But basically, he ends up presentation wise. I think he would even make someone like Gordon Ramsay proud because all of the presentation is there. Like the pies, the toppings, especially on the pie, look picturesque. The turkey and the chicken wings. And even like his little spin on the cranberry sauce, because some people just get the cranberry sauce from the can and just like put it on the plate straight from the can. Just you can still see the ridges.
I love that. I love that when the cranberry still has like a face.
Yeah. When you're a kid, sometimes your parents will let you say you did the cranberry sauce, and everyone pretends you did something when you really just shook a can until it farted onto a plate. But basically, everything looks beautiful. Like the all of the dressing looks great. All of the there was another thing he cooked. The mac and cheese. The mac and cheese had that perfect little brown crust because he had put breadcrumbs on top of it, and so it had the perfect, beautiful crust on top. And it was to the point where my coworker was actually genuinely impressed. She was like, "Oh wow, like he really pulled it off," you know? Because a lot of the stuff, and any family that cooks together knows what I mean. A lot of the stuff had to be brought over that day, sort of half done.
Oh yeah.
And then he finished everything in like the few hours before the whole family got there. So then they get down there, they say their grace. Everyone's digging in, and it is good. It is very good. Like he by all accounts, he crushed it. Until maybe an hour after they finished, and a couple people were like, "Yo, I'm not feeling too great," and
How did I not call it? I called it. You were like, "No, that's not what happened, Logan."
yeah, because they all threw up.
Oh. Oh, we're splitting hairs since they didn't all poop.
Yeah. That's what you get for trying to throw in those spoilers. Yeah, but it was bad. Apparently, the thickness, the tightness of a family breaks down at two
Food
bathrooms
poisoning?
for 15 people. Nobody was family anymore.
Nah.
Nobody was friends.
No.
People
I didn't come and make friends. I came here to win.
people pulled each other by the back of the collar.
Wow.
Yeah, it was worse than It was worse than a hangover the next day because everyone was just like full on. I think it was like salmonella poisoning.
Yeah. No, if it's since there's multiple types of poultry juice, it's just yeah, that's the good stuff.
Just all
You flirting with E. coli. Yeah.
That dude washed his hands once. Like just poisoned everybody.
Man.
So, if you're listening, at least that's not your Thanksgiving experience, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. I had like salmonella once, and it's a rough kind of food poisoning. It really is, because it hits you out of nowhere, and then for me it was like 4 straight days of just
oh man,
both ends, 2 different outputs, baby. Like it was just my God.
It's also so funny because everyone was like, "Man, he really did it." Like no one believed in him too. That's the thing that makes me laugh so hard is that she was like resolved to like, all right, I guess I can whip up some backups on the day of or something.
Yeah,
I guess I can, put it together at the last minute because I was on that double with her and I was like, she mentioned like trying to get Thanksgiving where I was like, what is this lady talking about? Man. And then the fact that no one believed in him, and then they all believed in him for like an hour, and then they were watching football, and he was, and then like one of the uncles was like, "Oh, like
it sucks too because I had to be like the best hour of his life."
Imagine
he's like the whole family finally believes in me. And he's just really buzzing off that, and then suddenly, like, a relative walks by pretty briskly. Just, ooh.
Imagine a world, right? Imagine a world where this is his Rudy moment. So
exactly,
it would be like Rudy, but if they finally let Rudy play and he kicked a field goal for the wrong team. Like, how'd you kick a 90-yard field goal in the wrong direction?
No, it's they're carrying off the field, and then they all go, ooh, and drop him. and then they strike his record from existence. It's that version of Rudy.
Man,
That's wild.
Legit, man. I could not believe what she told me. Because then, okay, so because the scheduling when you're doing a customer service job like that is it's a bit unforgiving. It's like you get the day off, or maybe you get half the day off. But then
now more and more too, people who work in retail get no time off around Thanksgiving now.
Yeah, and so
it's just like you live at Target now.
And so she had to call off the next day. And then the day after that was her day off anyway. So I didn't see her for like 3 days after she told me that he was like, let him take the helm. And then when I saw her, she still looked like a little run down.
Oh, no, yeah. It was bad food poisoning. It sucks too because if you get really bad food poisoning from something, the next time you eat that thing is going to be gross. So now this could be a group of people who hates Thanksgiving now.
Yeah, you actually canceled all of it. Cranberry sauce, everything. Yeah, everything you touched with your bare fingers.
Yeah, stuffing, dressing, doesn't matter what you call it. It makes me throw up. Not going near it.
Oh man, he couldn't have done it any worse because the fact that it all tastes good too meant they ate so much of it.
They ate so much of it, and they were loving it. They're like, oh my God, oh Rick, you did this so good, and he's flying so high.
He's trying to be humble at the table.
Yeah, he's like, I just
threw it together.
Looked up some good recipes. I watched some videos. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to give back to y'all.
Yeah. You guys have always been there for me, so I'm trying to be there for you.
And then just 2 hours later, just someone screaming from like the kitchen sink, Rick!
Oh, God damn it, Rick!
Why didn't we order Papa John's? Because you never know. You never know when God's sending you a blessing. You know, maybe
That's true.
all the food that other family was going to eat that got ruined by glass with the pigeon, maybe that was also poison.
Yeah. Or maybe that's where this dude got some of that food and it had pigeon salmonella on it. So he was in a panic. He's never cooked before. And he's like, well, there's just a turkey here.
Imagine you're fully getting poisoned, but as far as the cooking goes, no notes. No notes at all. Nothing's dry.
Yeah.
Nothing's undercooked.
Oh, man.
Oh, he's just sitting there.
I did it. I did it.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's been a hard year ever since Stacy left. You know,
And then you
I don't get to see
know-
the kids as much as I used to. So Rick needed this win. All right. This was a big one for me. I really needed this one.
And you know for a fact that when people started throwing up, he was trying to come up with other excuses in his head. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
well, you did go up those stairs pretty fast. Maybe that's some motion sickness because you know how it is.
You
with
ate too
stairs.
fast because it was too good. So
Yeah,
you ate too much.
Y'all
Made
were being
yourself sick.
greedy, and look what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, it's trying to teach you a lesson. That's what Uncle Rick was doing. Lessons.
She said it was like it was probably more of what a haunted house should be like than any haunted house in America, because just every time you turn a corner, it's just a person screaming.
You just hear screaming and everything's sticky now. Everyone's just throwing up.
Yeah. People are tripping over each other.
Smells bad in there. Yeah. No,
Like I said, only 2 bathrooms, only so many sinks. Like she said that they found her uncle outside leaning against the house. Because I guess he just wanted to get away from everybody, just have some alone time. You ever have that feeling where you know you're gonna be sick, but if you feel like if you can just control what's around you, you won't be sick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because drunk people do that, especially drunk people
yeah.
be like, hey, don't move. You don't move. I'm like, why can't I move? Just don't move. Just don't do it.
It'll make everything else spin if you move.
If you move, I'm looking at you, so don't move. I'm like, well, don't look at me. Look at the ground. I can't look at the ground.
No, that's down.
And so then she said she went outside. This is way later, so she doesn't know how long he had been out there. And she went outside, and he was just like sort of perched up against the side of the house, just taking deep breaths and holding his stomach.
And then they never saw Rick again. He never showed his face around town.
Yeah, I'm glad that that's why I need to start doing my stories just up top, giving them a fake name, because I got like I'm sure that for listeners sometimes the guy is not enough. But yeah, man. Oh,
That's wild.
yeah.
Oh,
Rick was
God.
out here, and then Rick more poison than anybody else because he had to taste test everything.
He was probably licking his fucking
Licking his fingers,
his
putting
E.
them-
coli fingers. Yeah.
Oh, needs a little pepper.
Yeah. Rick threw up so hard he turned inside out. R.I.P.
I don't know if you've ever had this happen, but speaking of like Thanksgivings where I was a guest, I went to one where clearly the like matriarch of the family wanted to handle it, like wanted to cook everything. And I don't know if they just did let her or if they wanted to give somebody else a turn, but she showed up salty.
Was she like critiquing food and shit, or was she?
Critiquing is the nice way to put it. She turned that whole Thanksgiving into the roast of the whole family in front of them.
Yes.
And
Yes.
You know
Fuck
how,
yes. Into this. I'm into this.
You know how at the end of a roast you're supposed to say something nice about the person you're roasting?
Right. Yeah.
None of that happened.
None of that. Yeah. No.
So then she was just okay. So just imagine this old black woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she is letting everybody have it, just take it. People, and there's just this general respect. So you also like,
right?
She asks you a question, you answer it. Yeah, you know what I mean,
yeah.
But it was like everything was a setup
that's so
for
good.
a punch.
I
Like,
don't know if this is like an
brutal.
okay thing for me to say at all. I don't know what's wrong, but like, black people are so much better at roasting than white people are. Because it's like you said, like a black woman can rope a dope you into almost roasting yourself. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole different skill.
I think it's because I feel like we got really good at it because we didn't have lawsuits till later. You know what I mean? The legal system wasn't on our side for a very long time, so the only recourse we had.
Yeah. You guys didn't get to file defamation, so it says like, oh, okay, this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I'll do the defamation right here, right now. I'm suing you with my words for space in your memory about yourself. And she went in way too hard on everybody, and I'm a guest, so I don't know if it's my place to say anything. Right. All I know is a lot of people worked really hard to make this Thanksgiving come together. And
did she roast you at all? Did she decide to just go rogue and hit the guest too?
I don't know. I don't remember her really roasting me.
Okay.
She may have said something, but she was mostly going after the food, right?
Right.
And so she would say, like, it started off kind of sly, but then she went she was like, "Oh, who made this potato salad? And she sounded excited, so that was the setup, right?
Oh no, she's a monster. I love her.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
No.
She
well, I did, Grandma.
Well, I did it, Grandma. Like, oh, okay. It tastes exactly like that Gerald's General Store potato salad from the from 59. They didn't let black people eat there for a while, and then when they did, it wasn't good. And it's like a history lesson.
It's like historical roast. Yeah, it's a real journey of a fuck you.
Yeah, just so you know, your potato salad tastes like segregation. You're like, who made this? Who made this cranberry sauce? I'm like, oh, I did, Grandma. And okay, did you put a little? You put a little something in it? You put a little liquor or something in it? What is it? Like, no, Grandma. Oh, it tastes a little fermented. Maybe it went bad. I don't know. Who am I to say?
Oh man. Oh.
It was ruthless, and it was like
it's and perfect. That strategy.
Yeah.
Because she knew how to harness being an old woman. She knew how to harness using grandma power to completely defeat everybody.
What are you gonna do? Hit me?
Yeah. Well, and especially the way she's doing it, where she's always pretending to be excited at first, because everyone just wants their grandma's approval.
Mm-hmm.
and then flipping it, but not in a harsh way. In a, I don't know, in a subtle.
I mean, some of it was harsh. Some of it. So she had one of them. Oh, okay. This is what she did kind of under her breath. So like I only heard it because I was near her. But she was like, oh, this gravy. Where y'all get it? Why y'all? Who? Not even who made, just like this gravy. And then that was the perfect setup, because then the person that made the gravy was like, oh, that one's mine, Grandma. And she's like, oh, it go ahead and it stick to your ribs, definitely. And then she just goes, it stick to your ribs, definitely. And probably give you cancer. To know your gravy tastes like cancer. from
That's
someone
like-
who had it.
That's like so too like so. She clearly didn't have anything specific for that one. It was
Yeah.
like that she didn't have the specific turn that she was going to do with all the other ones. It was just like, well, this one's bad. It'll give you cancer.
Yeah. And then she said, so they.
That's
they
where it's
made
like at a comedy roast to bring that back, where it's like when someone doesn't have a joke, someone's like, I don't know, pedophile or whatever. Where it's like you just say something that's harsh to me, and you're like, well, where's that coming from? That's nothing.
Yeah. And then she went. Oh, this chicken. Ooh, this chicken dry, making me thirsty. This chicken's so dry, it's ashy. I can't believe how'd you get this chicken? Then she asked it like it was like it's exactly what you were saying. She like asked it like it's okay. She's like, how'd you get this chicken so dry, child? And now you have to answer looking stupid. Well, I just left it in the oven, Grandma. This chicken dry. This chicken could get the paint to dry faster. Yo, man, she was ruthless.
That's the best.
She went after everything.
That's so good.
And that's the other thing too, is that she got a little bit of everything on her plate just so that she could destroy
so
it.
she could go down the line and
Yeah.
hit every single one of them. That's perfect.
Yeah, your greens taste brown. Oh man, like she. This was so someone almost stood up to her too. It was so funny because she really did have that like, "What are you gonna do?" face on.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what history they have. I'm sure it's an in-law thing. Like I'm sure she was roasting someone who actually isn't like family, but like married into the family.
Right.
So they're probably like, "Why am I letting this person talk to me like this?"
Yeah.
And so she got to the mac and cheese, and she was like, and this is also. I should point out, this is all spread out over an hour. She's not just like tit for tat going from thing to thing to thing. They're all very sneaky when they come in.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like just she does a laundry list of what's wrong with the food and then moves.
Yeah.
It's like she little jab here, little jab here. She gets the mac and cheese, and she was like, "This mac and cheese, something else. I mean, you got." I mean, I guess you got the mac, but I'm not seeing any cheese. and then the woman who I guess made the mac and cheese was like about to say something, and then the grandma caught on to it, and she was like. And she was like, "Hey, but I'm sure you did your best, sweetheart. All right, God give everybody different gifts. Okay."
God.
I
don't even know this woman.
Let her cook.
Yeah, I don't even know this woman. I wasn't even there. I'm like starting to feel hurt. Like there, it's just like, oh, God gives everyone different gifts. Like that's just like ow.
Yeah.
Wasn't there. I have nothing to do with the story. I somehow feel put in my place by this grandma.
It's also such a weird jab. It's like God gave you a different gift than making mac and cheese. Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I'm a sculptor.
Yeah.
Really, really hope that counts.
I mean, I hope you can sculpt up some flavor. So far, the flavor's a little flat. You need to start working on that marble.
Have you ever, with like dating somebody, has Thanksgiving ever been like a mess? Or just like holidays, like splitting the holidays stuff? Yeah, not really.
Okay. Not in a major way.
Okay. Because it's like one of the weird things, like I hate what's happening with like the pandemic and everything right now. But the one good thing is like this is Jess and I's like first holidays together, and nothing against her family, and like my family gets along with her and stuff. It is kind of nice to like our first holiday season together. We're just doing by ourselves, so we don't even have to do the game,
Yeah, there's no extra pressure.
Yeah, because like my one of my exes, I'll just say, I won't be specific, but like one of them, like every holiday season would just chew my ass just all day for everything. Like it was just like even if it's like we just spent all day with her family, still leaving, just be like, you never want to spend time with my family. I'm like, we were just there, we spayed with them. Like I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
But I had a different ex though too, because I was trying to think. I was just like, did I ever have like an eventful Thanksgiving? I had one, and I've told you about this before. I think I called you while I was down there dealing with it. I think because this was a different ex of mine. We had just gotten engaged a little before. This wasn't my ex-wife. Yes, I've made this mistake a couple times. But we went down to Thanksgiving. We already got engaged. We'd used her grandmother's ring that she showed me, that she said she wanted to use for her engagement. But I guess then over time I learned, I guess it was the grandma she didn't like as much as the other grandma or some shit. Because then how that came out later is then after we were already engaged, her mom gets a hold of her. She's like, hey, I found good grandma's ring or whatever, cool grandma's ring. Yeah, skateboard grandma, badass grandma found her ring and was just like, do you guys want to use that instead? Just already like a pretty that's a pretty presumptive question. That's really saying like, oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and be a part of your your relationship.
Yeah.
And and then my ex, she asked me, she was like, I don't know how you feel about that. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, let's go look at it and see how we feel, I guess. And that'd be one thing. Then we get there, and then her stepdad just comes up to me. I'm outside with my dog, and her stepdad just walks up and hands me this little ring box. And he's like, open it. And I open it up, and it's that ring. And he goes, we already got it resized and polished, everything. You should give it to her. And I was like, okay. And then my ex comes back over. I'm like, hey, I guess here it is. And she's like, oh, cool. And then she just takes off the other ring and puts that one on. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Okay, I guess. Okay.
Now, what you don't know is that there's a third grandma with another ring.
Yeah. So anyway, 5 grandmas later, I also got to say too, and I'm fine talking shit about this now. This was also the same Thanksgiving. We went down there, and when we were just going to go do Thanksgiving with her family that time anyway, but one of her best friends was having their wedding on Thanksgiving Day. On Thanksgiving Day, and had the fucking audacity to make it a potluck reception. We had to bring apps to the Thanksgiving wedding.
Oh, that's insane.
I was so fucking mad. I was like the whole wedding, and it was like nice, and everyone was friendly to me and stuff. But in the back of my mind, I'm just like, you monsters, you horrible people.
The only way to top it would have been to make it a destination potluck Thanksgiving wedding.
Yeah. But so anyway, but that happened, and then there was just a moment then later in the day where we talking about oh, maybe if we're done with Thanksgiving early, we'll try to go see a movie or something. Just me and my ex were talking, and I guess her parents overheard that, and they did not care for that, because then after Thanksgiving we then get back to her parents' place, and then her mom disappears, and then her stepdad just comes up and he's like, hey, I'd like to talk to you guys about, you guys, it feels like you guys don't really want to spend time with us. And then suddenly her mom appears behind us. She went upstairs just to go to the other staircase to flank us like a velociraptor. I was just like, oh, clever girl. And then she just shows up. And then they just corner us, and there's you guys don't want to spend time with us ever. And they're like, and all the effort we put into that ring and everything, and then this is where I lost my cool a bit, because I just shouted, I just said, that nobody asked you to do.
Oh God.
And then at one point, they're just kind of pounding on her a little bit, really needling her with questions. She's like, I don't know. She's like, we had a good time. We stayed the whole time. Why are we in trouble? We spent all of Thanksgiving with you. Yeah. And then her stepdad turns to me. He's like, well, Logan, what do you think about this? I'm not proud of this. This is where I could have done better. But I just straight up looked him in the eye and I said, this is the weirdest fucking thing I've ever been a part of. And then I just said, I'm gonna go walk my dog forever. And then I just went outside, and then it was a horribly awkward weekend. I'm in a state, I'm not from. I in a city I've only been to once before, and there I am the Friday after Thanksgiving, sitting in a bar with 3 other people, and it was great. I go to this bar just because the argument carried over into the next day. It was so weird, and me and this person broke up years ago. Don't worry. I got out. And I wasn't my best self either. I'm not going to try to just totally blame, but that was her family just made this fucked up situation that both of us just had to deal with.
I mean, what do you think, Logan, is probably one of the worst things to ask a guest? Is what do you think about what's happening? That would be, imagine any one of the stories.
It's the second worst thing to ask a guest. The first worst thing to ask a guest is, hey, do you want to use this engagement ring instead? It's two two bad questions in a row.
Yeah, I guess the second one just feels more malleable because, imagine any one of my stories that I just told you, and then a guest was asked, "What do you think?"
What do you think about this?
As we're throwing up our brains.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think? She's like, I don't know. I kind of agree with Grandma. The mac and cheese not that good.
Yeah. What do you think? Well, I don't know. We should probably get some of the glass out of these mashed potatoes.
No, but then I was at this bar then, and I'm just so rattled from it, and I'm just getting food on this Friday, and this guy's at the bar, and he was like, hey, it just strikes up a conversation with me because there's no one in there. It's very clear that people who don't really have family to spend time with on Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah.
And he just goes, he's like, are you from around here? And I'm like, no, I'm from Iowa. I live in Chicago right now. And he's like, well, what brings you here? And I'm just like, oh, girlfriend's family. And then he's just like, well, how come you're not with them right now? And I'm just like, well, we got engaged, and then they decided to do this thing with the ring. And he stops me there and just goes, I don't need your life story. He set me up just to knock me down, it felt like. Because I'm like, you literally asked me. Why am I here by myself, not with them, knowing there's a story there, and you chose immediately to be like, no, shut the fuck up. I don't want your story. And
to be fair, if it was a short story, then it's harrowing. Why aren't you with them right now? Killed them. That's not better.
No, but that was just...
I don't need your life story.
Immediately. After asking, hey, what's your life story? I don't need it. That's really, I don't know.
Hey, what's your whole deal?
Yeah.
I don't need your life story.
There was after a show one time, I was doing jokes about my dogs. My dog had had to have these surgeries for her bladder stones that she had. And then I did this show where I did a bit about it, talk about it. Then afterward, a comedian asked me, so what's going on with your dog? And I answered and was talking for a little bit. I talked for a minute. And then they just go, ugh, you still talking about your dog? I'm like, yeah, you fucking asked. You don't get to do that. You don't get to be like, hey, man, what's your name? Weird. Shut the fuck up. You don't get to do that.
That's also such a weird, that only looks weird on them because not only did they ask, but they clearly zoned out 18 seconds after you started talking and they came back and then tried to put it on you. It's like, you have the attention span of a squirrel.
Yeah. You asked a question. You didn't care about the answer.
Yeah.
That makes you a
Once
bad
again,
conversationalist.
if it was a short answer, that would have been terrifying.
Yeah.
Well, happy Thanksgiving. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to the Josh Johnson Show. If you're a new listener, thank you for listening for the first time. If you've been with us since the beginning, we appreciate you. And we're glad that we get to spend the holidays with you.
Yeah. And I would love to know if anyone actually decided to, if you sat down with your family and listened to the Josh Johnson Show on Thanksgiving, first off, I want documentation.
Second off, I'm sorry.
Yep. And bless you.
Yeah, but I mean, we would love for you to catch up with us in absolutely any form. If you are looking for me, you can find me on Instagram at Josh Johnson Comedy, on Twitter at Josh Johnson, on Facebook at Josh J Comedy, on YouTube at Josh Johnson Comedy, where we are actually posting full video clips of this very show. If you want to see the faces we make.
Full video episodes, man, not just clips. It's the
Oh,
show.
okay, my bad.
It's
my
my
bad.
No, I'm just
That's
saying.
my mistake. That's my...
I'm trying to just get on the hype train and like add more to it. You know, somewhere I wasn't trying to. Like,
Oh, yeah. But clips really, I actually said more words when I should have said less. Like if I had said full episodes and stopped, I would have been correct.
Yeah. No, we're starting to do the show's visual now. You can watch it. So there.
Yeah, and if you're looking for Logan,
I'm on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And also, I want to amend my further thing. If you decide to sit down with your family and watch the entire episode, but yeah, you can find me there on Instagram. Also, if you want to email the show to send said documentation of forcing your family to watch and or listen to us on Thanksgiving Day, which I'm now just deciding is a challenge I'm putting out to our listeners. Please. Avoid all the arguments you might have with your family and instead ruin it with us. That's what I think you can do. No, but you can email us, joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. And I want to say we've been getting a lot of emails lately, and we've even had a couple people kind of like resend their email to be like, hey, you haven't covered this one yet. We're getting to them. We have a lot of them. That's why we started doing the Monday mailbag thing too, so we can spend a little more time doing emails. Don't worry, we are going to get to all of them. We have a lot of cool people listening to our show, sending us fun stuff. You guys are amazing. I'm stunned every time we open the email. Yeah, and I guess I'll just repeat what you said. I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. I know this is a weird one. I know this year everything's weird, but I hope you found time to at least have some joy on a day off, and a day that celebrates the genocide of a native people. And really just have a great... Stop me at some point, Josh. Don't just let me...
I mean, I really thought you were going somewhere, so I was just trying to be respectful.
I had nothing.
I thought you were going up a ramp to a higher place.
I had a higher place in my heart. I just didn't find it with my mouth.
That's fair.
But
well, thank you so much, and we will catch you next time.